talking dicks everywhere.
Mine is, it talks. Pam and Tommy is a show about the stealing, copying, and selling of Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's sex tape. It also shows how they met, their life together, the motivation and life of the man who stole the tape, and also sort of touches on the burgeoning internet in the mid-90s, specifically like 1995, 96, I think. Lily James stars as Pamela Anderson. Sebastian Stan plays Tommy Lee. Seth Rogen is Rand Gautier. Nick Offerman plays Milty, and Taylor Schilling, I think her name is, plays Rand's estranged wife, Erica. That's the main cast. Premiered with 3 episodes February 2nd, with 1 episode releasing every week until all 8 are available on Hulu. Is a Hulu exclusive. How did you feel about Pam and Tommy?
I feel a lot of ways about it.
Kind of do too.
Yeah. So let's start with this. Did you watch the prequel?
What?
The actual tape?
No. I've never. I mean, it came out when we were like 12, right? I think I've seen clips like the part of her swimming in the water. I think I've seen that clip, and I've heard legends. Like I heard he steers the boat with his dick.
Yes,
but I've never seen the tape myself.
So I, we grew up in the 90s.
Yep.
I got high-speed internet in the year 2000. It was like the first file sharing thing. I was like, and it's time to get the Pam and Tommy tape. Like,
I've never watched a celebrity sex tape ever.
That you're a better person than I am in that regard. So yeah, that was like the biggest thing that basically broke the world.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
It was like you can get this thing. Who's seen it? And it's like, Jeff's seen it. And it's like, he's like, yeah, I totally saw it. And it's like, no, he heard somebody else talk about seeing it. So anyways, I find it to be an interesting retelling so far.
Yeah.
It's definitely like the episodes don't really drag all that much. The stories,
some of them are pretty short,
interesting.
Too, yeah.
They are. It's a pretty digestible show. Pam and Tommy don't have actual input in the show and I don't blame them, because why the fuck would you want to talk about this further?
That is something I was going to address. Apparently, Tommy Lee gave his blessing for this.
Okay.
And like Sebastian Stan supposedly called him or met with him before he even agreed to play Tommy Lee.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And Tommy Lee was like, yeah, I think it's cool that they're doing it. I think it's cool that our story is going to be told. Yeah.
I mean, I guess they probably end it in a way that's going to make them feel sympathetic.
Right.
They're
isn't that
going
fucking,
in that direction now.
Isn't that entirely insane to you, though, when you see how Tommy Lee is portrayed in this?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
He's like, a dick, man. He sucks.
Yeah, he's awful, which, I mean, maybe he's like, dude, I was terrible and you need to show that.
I don't know. Because that was one of my first notes is like, one of the major things of the show is it filled me with questions. Because it's based on, it's like historical fiction, so to speak. It's like based on something that actually happened. But then whenever you watch something like this, it's like, how much of this is real?
Right.
You know, made me wonder.
The first or second episode, I was Googling like, what if this is real? And then I got to the talking dick part, and I was like, that's probably not real.
Yeah, no, obviously his dick doesn't talk, but it just made me wonder, like, is Tommy Lee really like this? Yeah, I mean, he did steer a boat. That's true. Is Tommy Lee really like this? Like, is he really this big of a dick? I think I texted you a picture. I had Googled Rand Gautier, and like, Seth Rogen is in this show because he produced it, so he cast himself.
Right.
Because he doesn't look like that guy at all.
No, but Sebastian Stan does look like Tommy Lee in the 90s.
He does. And Pamela Anderson and Lily James and her prosthetics do look like Pamela Anderson, I would say.
Yes.
It takes a long time for her to get there. But
like, yeah, Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee is exactly what I would think Tommy Lee would be like to hang out with.
Yeah, it's true.
With that, like, just knowing what I've known about him from seeing him on, like, you know, the occasional TV show he would pop up on, or the bands he's been in. I
Googled Tommy Lee because of this, because I was like, what band was he in when this took place? Apparently he was still in Motley Crue. Yeah, so many questions. But Lily James is good as Pamela Anderson. Sebastian Stan's very good as Tommy Lee. She's like weirdly sympathetic but powerful woman that the world wanted one thing from, but she wanted more.
Yes.
I like that look into her psyche.
Yes, where she wanted to be like anything but what she was being made out to be.
Exactly. Tommy Lee is played sort of as a I do what I want D-bag, which is weird because supposedly he okayed this show, while Anderson did not. And I think she comes off much better than he does.
Which
is probably true. Yeah, I mean, it's probably how it is in real life. Like, she's probably just nicer than Tommy Lee has been.
She's Canadian, first of all.
Yeah, that's true. Whether or not he gave this show his blessing, it still feels like exploitative to me.
Yeah.
Like it feels like an exploitation of an exploitation, which is 2 layers deep of exploitation, and it's sort of weird. Like it feels kind of dirty.
Exploitception.
Yeah. It feels a little dirty watching this.
What it's going to do is make more people watch this video. There's gonna be like 13-year-old kids that are like, who the fuck is Pam Anderson?
Yeah, it's true. Some
Hey,
kids'
look, he
dad
steered
is
a boat
listening
with
to
his
like
dick.
Motley Crue, or like their grandpa's listening to Motley Crue, and they're like, "Oh shit, this
Yeah.
guy that was in this band, that was the drummer."
I
like,
mean, we're both 38, so there's probably somebody that's our age that has a 13-year-old son that's like, Dad, did you know this video existed? And he was like, oh yeah.
yeah, absolutely. There's definitely that person exists for sure.
They're just separately streaming it at the same time in the same
Yeah.
house. Gross.
Would you recommend this?
I don't not recommend it.
Yeah, I feel the same way, but I'm not going to be like, "Yo, you got to watch this."
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell anybody, oh, you gotta watch this. But if somebody's like, hey, have you watched Pam and Tommy? I'll be like, I'll have a conversation about this right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not like, nah, man, that shit sucks. Avoid it. But I'm also not going to be like, you should watch it.
Yeah, like I'm totally cool if somebody wants to talk to me about this show. Like
very much
I'll
in the
spend
middle for me so
10,
far.
15, 20 minutes like going on like about our own personal theories and histories and all that. Because again, it's a very 90s show.
Yeah. And like I said, it fills you with questions because it's based on something that happened. So you want to know how much of this is real.
Did you see there's a TNT version of this coming out too that I think is going to be more like documentary style, but still Pam and Tommy are like, no, we're not getting involved in this.
Is that going to make me, is this going to interest me enough in the reality of it all to want to watch a TNT docuseries about this? I don't know. I hope not.
I don't know.
But like,
right.
Who knows?
We're going to make a pact right now. We're not going to cover that show.
We're not going to cover it, but I'll probably watch it.
Okay.
God damn it. But yeah, I don't recommend it, but I don't not recommend it. It's probably like totally, I don't know. It's hard to say it's like a 5 out of 10 because that's like a failing grade when you think about it as far as school goes. But it's right in the middle there for me.
Yeah. Like there's definitely, if you watch it, you don't feel like you're really wasting your time because it is well done.
Yeah.
And there's enough high points that it's like the story moves.
Yeah.
So it's
definitely true.
You can't really hate on it unless you're like really upset about like the violation of people's various levels of privacy and such.
Very true.
I can't blame somebody for feeling that way.
Like I said, I don't really care about them too much. Like I'm not fans of either of them, and I still felt like it felt kind of gross at points.
Yes.
Exploitative, like I said. So it depends on how much I think if you're the kind of person who would seek out and watch a celebrity sex tape, the show might be more for you than it is for me, who has never done that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to take the moral high ground or anything. I'm just saying that like if that's not your bag, you're probably not going to care.
Right.
And it's going to feel kind of gross.